just got this sticky thing for the back of my phone to film, and it has been so helpful. Hi, I'm back from Florida. It was a successful trip. My little cousin got engaged, which is the craziest thing. I can't even believe it. It feels like we were just little kids, so it was so special to be able to be there. But I was trying to figure out what to do for my next video, and I've gotten a lot of requests or questions about how I do my hair when I do my blowouts. Obviously, today isn't the best example because I definitely need to wash it, but I've been so busy with work this week. We've definitely hit the ground running once we've gotten back. That I haven't really made time to work out. So I figured, why not habit stack and work out and then force myself to wash my hair because I'll be sweaty, and then film a blowout video. I do mine the old-fashioned way, so I'm really excited to share. It's definitely a lot easier and less intimidating than people think, and I feel so passionately that blowout doesn't have to be something that you do at the salon. It can be something that's super easy to do at home as well. So I'm gonna go hit the gym, I'm gonna shower up, and then we'll be back to go through it step by step together. Hair's up, she's ready to get started. All right, all right, we're back and ready to go. Normally I do this in a bathrobe, but didn't really feel quite comfortable sharing that with the internet quite yet. So if you are doing this, you're gonna have rollers on your head. So I'd recommend wearing a button-down shirt, or just knowing that you're gonna have to wait a bit to get dressed. I start with completely wet hair every time that I do this. I should have taken a picture beforehand, but my hair naturally is pretty wavy and pretty thick. So this method really works well for me, and it holds for like anywhere from, honestly, if I blow out my hair, I bet it lasts for like 2 or 3 days, sometimes even 4 if I'm not getting super sweaty and working out or anything. But that's just what works for me. I know everyone's hair is different, so do with that what you will. All right, so the first thing you're gonna wanna do is brush your hair out. And then I take off whatever jewelry I'm wearing and go in with some kind of a mousse. I'm by no means a mousse snob. So this is the Kendra Volume Mousse Extra Firm Hold, and we'll give it a little shake. And I actually find that this one really works well, so I'm a big fan. I'll just do about that much, I'd say. And rub it in my hands, put it through my hair. And I'm not too worried about it being like too crunchy or anything like that. And then I put it in the back as well. And normally I would do a heat protectant here, but I've been out of mine for a really long time and need to find one again. I should have gotten one at the drugstore, but I did just get my hair cut, and my cute hairdresser Morgan gave me this abundant blowout all over volumizing spray. So we're gonna try that. Probably doesn't have heat protectant in it, but we're gonna see what happens. Says to shake well. Oh, thank you, Morgan. Okay, so once you have all the product worked in, you'll go ahead and do a rough blow dry. I probably blow dry my hair to about 85%. You really want to make sure that it's dry at the roots. And then before we get started, you'll need some form of a round brush. This one I actually stole from my mom like 10 years ago. I'd probably say it's about 1 inch. Different barrels will give you a different result, but I really like the way that this holds my hair. You're gonna need some of these handy dandy section clips, and then my old beat up set of rollers. It doesn't matter which you use. If you buy a pack on Amazon or online, you'll kind of see that there may be some extra rollers inside that are a bit smaller. For my hair, I use the biggest ones and then the smaller, like the next size down ones, and then don't touch anything else. So over the years, I think I've kind of just gotten rid of the smaller ones. And then last but not least, you'll need some form of a hair dryer. And let me stand on my soapbox for a minute. So I got the Shark maybe a year ago. It's great. I'm really impressed with the product, but I have to be honest, I'm like very passionate about this topic because I still prefer to blow dry my hair and blow out my hair the old-fashioned way with a round brush. And now I honestly feel like I just have a really expensive hair dryer with this. So I don't know, I'm not saying that you shouldn't get it, but I am saying there are other ways to achieve the look without spending a few $100s on a product like this. I'll be right back. Okay, she is about 80% of the way dry. If you don't have one of these little combs, I definitely suggest getting one just because it makes parting your hair so much easier. I'll just go in the middle and drag it back. Okay. Make my life easier, I just brush it out again so I don't have to get my round brush tangled. I feel like it's a universal experience that maybe like every girl has had growing up, that you like sneak into your mom's room and take her round brush because it's hers and it's cool, and then you like try to brush your hair with it and it ends up getting stuck and tangled in your hair, and you thought that it was a real how you would use a normal brush, but it wasn't, and then you have to fess up to your mom that you stole her brush and now she's mad at you because you have the biggest clump of hair caught ever. So I don't know if anyone else had that experience. Would love to hear it. You're gonna start at the crown of your head. I try to take right at the crown of my head, like this section here. So then I think the key to a good blowout, and if anyone is a hairdresser watching in the comments, please don't come for me if this is wrong, but what I like to do is we're just gonna practice the motion. So let me step back. So it's all about the brushing out and then wrapping down and then kind of wrapping and unwrap. My Old Faithful! No! Kill just came in and was like, what happened? I think she's gonna be okay. Okay, the little top just fell off. I just thought that it was broken forever and I was about to be so sad. Okay, anyway. So just to kind of practice, I'll back up so you can see it. You're gonna like brush and then wrap down and then pull and then wrap down and then pull, wrap and pull. You'll start to get a feel for it. At first, it'll be a little bit frustrating because your hair might start to like fall out of the brush. Just know it takes practice. Honestly, I feel like there's a common misconception that blowouts have to take a really long time or they're super hard. When I started this, it took me forever. And now that I've been doing it for literally years, it takes me maybe 20 minutes tops. So start at the root. It's an arm workout too. I take it out, I twist the brush in the direction of the curl and kind of pull it out in that way. And then you're left with a beautiful curl. For the back section, I take the biggest roller, pull it all the way up, wrap it down, and then take my, take my handy dandy clip and clip it just like that. So now the way that I think about sectioning off my hair, and it'll obviously be different for everyone, but what I do is I do this section in the back, then I do one in the front, or one more here, so 3 up top. I'll do one here and one here, a small one here and a bigger one here, small one here, bigger one here, mirrored it on both sides. Back, sometimes I get a little bit lazy because I truly think like the front makes the blowout. I'll just kind of fill in with the larger rollers, probably like 4 to 5 in the back, depending on how I'm feeling. Promise this is such a good, worthwhile skill to learn. I feel like it's the biggest power move when you're able to do your hair on your own like this. So we roll it down. Take the hair dryer, get the roots. Four to 5 good like brush and pulls will do you right. Twist it out. Oh, beautiful. Now for this one, I take the smaller of the two, so you can see this is a bigger one, this is a medium. And we just go in, roll her down. Ooh. These clips honestly make such a difference. Front section, don't be afraid. And the idea is for the hair to kind of like cool around the rollers. Oh, beautiful, that one's gonna be good. I love when you pull one and you're like, yeah, that's gonna be a good one. So the front is done. We have 1, 2, 3. I'll give you a back. I don't know what view to do. But yeah, I feel like this week, honestly, even though I was really busy. I felt the most present that I felt in a really long time. I've kind of mentioned it on here before, but I really struggle with a bit of anxiety and just like wanting to get everything right. And sometimes I forget to be mindful of it and forget to live in the present. But I've just been trying to catch myself a little bit more lately. I feel like it's always something kind of scary to share with people. I feel like a lot of people who know me or my friends and family that may watch this video, you know, I'm like a pretty happy person, so they might be a little bit like shocked to know that I struggle with that, but I think a lot more people do than you realize. I've just been trying to be a bit more mindful about it and like catch myself when I feel myself being taken out of the moment. I actually started keeping a list of all of the good things that have happened to me in the last week, or like things that I feel like I got lucky with, just to kind of practice seeing the good a bit more. I think it's just really something that has helped like ground me in a lot of ways this week. It's almost therapeutic once you like get the hang of it and kind of get into a flow state with it. Okay, then this I take like the largest. And they say that the angle that you roll it at really helps as well. So if you want something with more volume, instead of rolling it down here and rolling it up, you want to take it and roll it at an angle up here and then down. So then it kind of sits up a bit higher. But yeah, I know everyone has their struggles, so I don't beat myself up over it, but sometimes when I feel like super anxious, I just have to remind myself that these feelings pass and like being in the present moment is the most important thing, because life is just a summation of all of your days. Like how you spend your days is how you spend your life, and I know that sounds really cheesy, but that's kind of how I've been trying to frame it to myself, is like, okay, am I a person who is gonna stress out about everything, or am I just gonna kind of let things run its course and accept what I can accept and control what I can control? I've kind of been like looking into stoicism lately, and I think it's really cool, so that's part of my thinking as well. And honestly, if it doesn't look perfect, I think the rollers give it quite a bit of shape once they kind of cool down. But yeah, I'd love to know how everyone else deals with kind of calming themselves down once they get anxious. I'm always open to different ideas, and I just really love learning from people. I feel like just hearing other people's experiences is like the most helpful thing. Also, while we take a little bit of a break, I am absolutely obsessed with, I don't even know the brand. I have to be transparent. I am, not to be like pick me, but I am a drugstore makeup girl through and through. I have the Rare Beauty blush, which I actually really love, from Sephora. Shout out Selena Gomez. And then I have, this is actually really embarrassing, but my cousin gave me a blush for graduation from college, and this is it now. I still have it. It's lost the entire case, but there's still so much and I don't want to waste it. So yes, it's living in a plastic bag in my drawer. Someone please help me. This is from CVS. Milani. It's amazing. It's the Blackberry Agave Lip Oil. It's like just the best shade ever, and I just feel like it looks so natural. Oh, it looks so natural. And like kind of has a little bit of a shine to it, which I really, really like. It's like $10. It's just like my favorite little drugstore treat. Okay, back to business. So we've done the top, we've done the sides, and now we still have quite a bit to do in the back, but it goes really, really quickly. I typically section it into about sections of 4. So like section, bottom 2 sections. Okay. It's like, I think with these bigger back sections, something that you just want to be aware of is like, is it dry? On a side note, I really want to redo this bathroom. We still don't know if we're going to be moving or not from this apartment. I just feel like there's so much change with like Kale's new job coming up and him graduating school that I'm like, why would we put another thing onto our plate and move? Love this apartment. It's huge, but it doesn't have in-unit laundry or a garbage disposal. And those are 2 really big things for me. I can get past the carpet in the living room, but the garbage disposal and in-unit laundry, I'm like, it's kind of tough. I kind of want to like find a solution. I feel like I've been holding off even though we've almost been living here for 2 years now, and I'm like, oh, when we move, I'll do this. When we move, I'll do this. I feel like this goes back to our conversation about anxiety. I'm kind of like, okay, but live in the here and now. Like, why would you wait? Why would you wait to do the things that you want to do? Because life will kind of continue to pass you by. All right, progress update. We're almost there. I don't even know how the back looks when I do this, but I'm just gonna split these into 2 more sections and then we're home free. It's not that scary. I've kind of been filming this in real time. Maybe like 20 minutes so far. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. Can't let perfect get in the way of good. I feel like this video is watching myself talk in real time. This may not be for you if you're not cool with walking around looking like a 1950s housewife for 20 minutes, but I feel like there's also a common misconception that you have to leave your rollers in for a super long time. Sometimes when I'm in a rush, I run out the door after having them in for like 10 minutes. So this is the finished product. So I'm just gonna leave these in for about 20 minutes and come back. We'll take them out together and wrap this bad boy up and get on with our Friday night. Also, while we're waiting, Kale, the love of my life, tell the good people why.
I made sauerkraut, sausage, and potatoes.
And I love him for that. Something you should know. So I think most people know this if you know me, but my grandma is from Austria originally, and she used to make kraut for us like growing up all the time. And it's something that I regularly crave. He does things like this, and I'm like, yep, I 100% married the right person because he is so thoughtful and just gets me. So thanks for making kraut, babe. Okay, so we are ready to take them out. I start at the bottom, and I always find that it's helpful to have a clear sink when you do this, and I just throw the rollers into the sink. But when you pull them out, you're just gonna wanna unroll them, and then you'll have a nice little... And this is the best part. It's the most rewarding after you've struggled. And I kind of just go in like the row. Ooh, that one got a little stuck. You don't wanna get it stuck on the hair on the bottom because then it pulls and hurts. Ooh, yes. But you can kind of see in the back. Whoop. Okay. This is the most satisfying ever. And then you can kind of start to see it take shape and you're like, oh wow, all my hard work is actually paid off. Okay, then I leave the top and then I go back to front. So pull out the back. Woo. And then moment of truth is always the front one. Okay, it will calm down. So like if you do it and you're like, oh my God, this girl, Grace led me astray, just know that it will calm down in like a few minutes. And I feel like depending on how you want your hair to look, you shouldn't be afraid to brush it out. Like for example, these were just going out for me and I prefer that they go in so you can kind of make them go whichever direction you want. And I love tucking them behind my ears. I think it's like so cute. But yeah, you can just play with it until you get it how you want it. And then you're just gonna wanna go in with some hairspray out. This is obviously the front, kind of all done up. And if you don't love the front pieces, you can always redo them as well. But this is the front, and then done in the back. And you have a super beautiful bouncy blowout, I hope. But yeah, I have really grown to love these weekly videos. I feel like I've been behind on a few of them just because life has been so crazy, but I feel like they're just nice little catch-ups and nice little chats. And they're also nice little check-ins with myself and just to kind of touch base with how I'm feeling about everything. Because I never know quite what's gonna come out of my mouth when I press record. It's always good to hear your internal dialogue and spend some time with yourself like this. But I hope everyone has beautiful, voluminous, blown out hair, and I really hope that you enjoy and would love to hear in the comments if you try it. If you have any questions, I am no expert, but I'm more than happy to help. And yeah, thanks for watching.